Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Gekokujo. Now, when we left off, we were just about to wait for Lady Marisa to turn up, but unfortunately it appears as though many of our vassals, including herself, are not really willing to confirm her appearance at this time. So, at the moment, as you can probably tell, we are having a couple of issues with morale. I was going to head back to Kyoto, but then I thought to myself, well, that's going to take quite some time, and many of our vassals are going to get bored in that space of time that requires us, obviously, to rejuvenate our morale. So as you can see here, we actually have Lord Yokoyama under attack by 4 individual Uesugi vassals, and we cannot have that, can we? So we are going to be heading in there to help him. Now this is rather strange. I was heading along this path right here, and I think 3 or 4 of our vassals split off and decided that it would be a good idea to attack some bandits. Or at least I thought they were some bandits. Maybe it's a vassal, but I'm pretty sure they don't really pose too much of a threat at this time. So without further ado, we're going to be heading in here. 217 of our units against 152 of his. Now do bear in mind that Lord Yokoyama is one of our, well, I don't want to say lower lords, because that's a little bit insulting, but he doesn't really have a very strong army, let's just say that. Let's bring it to that. And we do have to support him rather considerably with many of our units here. Most of the, yes, as you can see here, most of the units on the battlefield at the moment are ours, and we are putting our livelihood on the line to save him. So this is where I'm a little bit worried and not incredibly pleased with Lord Yokoyama as I say that. It is putting our, well, our efforts to take Kofu at risk. And, oh no, this might not work out too well. But we do have Kaguya and George by our side. So we might have a very good chance, actually, because of them. And I'm just hopeful that George won't get himself taken out too soon this time around. Usually he does like to get taken out a little bit too soon. So let's charge everyone in. Let's get our archers on this hill here. I think that's a pretty good vantage point as it stands. And we're just going to be charging in. Now, I do believe that, yes, I do believe that I have a very slow horse as I get shot in the face for 5 damage. Wonderful. But yes, I do believe that my horse is lame. So I will need to place it in the inventory before it actually gets taken out for good. That would be terrible, because this heavy Kiso horse, or as far as I'm aware that's how you say it, this heavy Kiso horse is actually very efficient, very effective, and I would say it's probably one of my best horses that I've ever had the pleasure to ride in Gekokujo 2.1 at least. Maybe they've added a couple of new horses, I have no clue about that in 3.0, but yes, rest assured, as long as this series continues, I will not be doing anything on 3.0, but we are very close to the finale of 2.1, and I may very well see fit to do a special feature of sorts, maybe a little bit of a preview video on 3.0. I'm sure many other people have also done videos on it, so, you know, maybe I'm not really required to do it, but I would like to, because we did have a rather nice rapport, me and the mod creator, because I do believe it is one guy. I believe it is one guy at least, because I only corresponded with one guy, but yes, I believe he did most of the work, and yes, 99% of the work probably. And yes, I just think that it is my duty to bring 3.0 to my viewers, and if you would so desire, to download it, of course. I'm pretty sure most of you are already playing it, of course, but you never know. Some people might not, but there we have it. A very nice victory indeed. 152 we took out, and we raised our relation with Lord Yokoyama by a little bit. Not too bad. So we can take this guy prisoner, and no one else, unfortunately enough. Now, I am going to be taking these guys. I'm not entirely sure whether it's worth it, but what I would like to do is hopefully the game will think, oh, he has a peasant woman. I know how he likes those. And, of course, a farmer as well. And it will be like, oh, yes, let's get rid of that, thanks to his morale. So, yes, maybe, just maybe, we'll be lucky enough to do just that. I'm actually thinking to myself, I'm not going to take these prisoners. That makes us a little bit slower, and we don't need the money, so no point, really. And I'm not going to take any loot either. I think we probably are running out a little bit on food, so it'd be quite nice if we could get our other vassals here. Yes, here they come. Oh my goodness, we have a lot. Okay, so, no, what are you doing? Lord Mikogami. Yes, he is the fellow that is actually causing us the most problems. He is the guy that is deciding to run off and deciding to attack many of the Uesugi vassals. So, I am not too pleased with him. But other than that, I think we have a very good chance to take Kofu. As you can see here, they don't have an unlimited amount of units here. They only have, only have 801 in the actual defense itself. And then, of course, they have many, many vassals. So, without further ado, we're going to be heading in. Let's do this. I'm just hopeful that those guys don't run off too soon. It's only going to take 2 hours. Don't run off, please. Ah, we lost one. That's unfortunate. But we still have Gonosuke, Goemon, Yoshio, Sesai, all of our very old vassals right there. And then, of course, we have Yokoyama and one other fellow that I couldn't see the name of. So, let us lead our soldiers in an assault, and we will see what we can do at Kofu. Now, one thing I am seeing at the moment... Oh, dear. They have some excellent vantage points. This is going to be proving rather tricky to deal with. However, Lord Yoshio is seeing fit to do some damage back to them. Excellent. As well as Kaguya. Ooh, they might actually get married at some point. They appear to be rather suited to each other, as you can see here. Kaguya and Yoshio firing off their bow next to each other and doing some pretty serious damage as a result. Very nice to see that, indeed. Usually we do have our companions get taken out rather soon, but... yeah, I'm obviously speaking in the case of George most of the time. George is quite susceptible to taking a lot of damage, but we are going to be taking out as many lords as we can. And, ooh, careful. Yes. Now, I'm going to be treating this as more of a marathon rather than a sprint, even though I'm just running straight on into the opponents. Probably not a good idea to do that. But yes, we're going to be treating it quite like a marathon instead. Really, instead of a sprint. And as a result, we are going to attempt not to take too much damage. But saying that, I've already taken 50% health away from us, so... yes, no, might not be very good. Oh dear. Who knows, though? We might be okay. We have taken out many of their lords so far. Oh, wow. Lord Kikawa was actually just taken out by us right there. Not bad. Now, come on. Let us try not to get taken out by their archers if possible. And, whoa, I was quite... afraid of that fellow's overhead slash, as you could probably tell. I was fumbling around with my sword quite considerably there. Bruce was just face-palming his way across the bridge. Oh dear. Okay, well, so far it's not too bad. We haven't actually taken too much damage. Do bear in mind that Bruce has a huge amount of HP, so even if we are at half HP, that is basically like a regular unit being at full HP. Well, not exactly like that, but... I think if I were to press C right now, which I won't, but I would like to in just a second, just to see how much HP we actually do have. Now, I would like to get out of this particular skirmish as well. We are standing a little bit too much like ducks here, and I would not really like to get shot by those guys up there. Now, I am going to be pressing C, and... oh, really? It doesn't actually show how much HP we have at the moment? Oh, that's a real shame. Okay, but yes, as you can see here, we actually have 75 HP as a max, and maybe we have around 28 now? No, surely not. Maybe around... yeah, we might actually have 25, because 35 is obviously almost half. Well, who knows, but we are going to try and take out these guys, and I'm hopeful that Tribune Goemon will survive. Let's do this. Did they actually tell us how many units we had against these guys? I don't think so somehow. Ooh, that's going to be rather tricky. Okay, well, one thing that we know for certain is that Kaguya has already been taken out, which is definitely not something we want to see this early on. Lord Yoshio, no! Okay, he's also been taken out. We need to actually be quite cautious here. Let's try not to get flanked. Try and take out their best units first. Like this fellow right here, he's trying to run away from us. And maybe we could also try and take out some of these fellows too. I think what I probably need to do, which is something that I haven't really been doing that much of, and that is actually staying with the main bulk of our force. As you see here, we are receiving reinforcements, but it's not looking too good for us, because I am having to face my back to the archers, but by doing so, I am preventing many of our units from being taken out, or at least I hope so. Actually, okay, they're here now. I was actually going to say, let's take our guys back here, tell them to hold position, and consolidate our forces. We do have a strike team heading into the archery nest over there as well. Excellent. And it seems the bulk of our forces is actually not doing a bad job at all. So maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to pull this off without too many casualties, and then we can probably head on to Kaizu Castle, perhaps. Who knows? It depends how long this takes, but we will see. Because what I would like to do is, for the final episode of Gekokujo, of course, I would like to take out all of their vassals, as many as we can get, and then see an official victory. Because I do know that in every series except Native Warband, with King Barney himself, we have finished completely, unless we have obviously had problems with technical issues, or save file loss, or something like that. But yes, I do realize that with King Barney we did not get an official victory. I did not hunt down all of the vassals that we could potentially take out, and as a result we did not achieve complete domination over the land. Although we did own all of the fiefs in question, but that is obviously not technically a victory because we have not eliminated all of the factions. So if we can do that in this particular series, that would be wonderful. Complete domination over Japan, and then we'll obviously be able to take a look at the world map, and that would be a sight to behold indeed. I would very much like to take a look at that. Now, I am trying to, trying to keep our people alive here. They are rushing in a little bit too much, but I suppose most of them aren't our units, really. I'm actually wondering how many units we've lost and how many units our allies have lost, but we'll take a look in just a second. Just want to take out many more of these samurai units. They are the ones that do the most damage after all. And of course the gunners we do need to watch out for. Oh no. Come on. Take him down. Take him down. Yes. There we go. Thank you. Now take out this archer, if possible. Yes. And take out that guy as well. Oh no. Oh yes, exactly the reason. These archers and samurai units. Very, very good. Okay, so as we can see here. Wow. Our forces, we've only lost 19, and obviously our allies have lost a lot more than that, but that is bound to happen. They don't really have elite units, and I think what I'm actually going to be doing here is telling our units to hold position all the way back here, because I have a feeling that this will save more lives than it will take, and it does appear as though we are pushing forward, but I am going to take this as a marathon, as I stated before. We are going to make sure that absolutely everyone has the chance to deal some damage versus these Uesugi vassals, and we will no doubt see some of our reinforcements coming in very, very soon indeed. So, yes, we don't want to get too close to that archery nest over there. I do believe that they have a lot of gunners and various projectile units surrounding it, and I, for one, do not really want to walk up there ill-prepared. That would cause quite a few issues indeed. So, I think we're okay now. We can probably tell everyone to charge once again. We have all of our units here, and we do actually have some stragglers at the back. Not entirely sure what they're doing, but I suppose what we can do is lay the table for them, and then they can sweep across it. Oh yes, let's hope anyway. Come on, take him down. Ooh, mounted officer, very nice. Taking that out. Very good. Okay, come on, take these guys out as well. Maybe we could... Ooh, yes. Intercept their reinforcement line. That's actually... Oh, no. No. That's actually pretty good, I was going to say. But no, we're actually taking quite a lot of damage as a result. Ooh. Okay. We are fine. We are actually okay. I don't know why I sound surprised. Okay, well, seeing as we are rather low HP now, I am going to get my bow out. I do not want to go over there, as you could probably tell. Not a very nice thing to do, go over there and get absolutely pincushioned by all of their arrows and so forth. Now, for some reason, I'm having quite a few issues hitting these guys. Oh, and then I get a headshot. Okay, great. Okay, well, it appears I was actually overcompensating quite considerably there. Now all of our units are obviously blocking the line of fire, so, maybe I should have gotten my bow out a little bit sooner. Maybe if I reposition, I might be able to get some more kills here. Yes, this seems good. Okay, take out that guy. Come on, let's interrupt him. Yeah, there we go. Okay, come on, headshot. No. Ah. Oh well. Okay, that appears to be it. That actually does appear to be it. We have only 25 enemies remaining, and that is the Siege of Kofu. A very epic bout indeed. And, believe it or not, guys, I was actually able to stay alive. Oh yes. Ah, very rare occurrence. It's almost as rare as seeing me actually survive in a field battle. Yes. Oh well, there we have it. Oh, wait, no. We have some fellows being a little bit sneaky here. They were going to mount some sort of resistance, perhaps. Now, do bear in mind that I think we need to go through the street defender phase, as well as the castle as well. So we need to be a little bit more cautious there. Otherwise, we can absolutely fail, and then have to do all of this again. So, let's take a look. How many did we take out in total? Wow, okay. 575 casualties on the enemy side, and how many did our allies lose? Let's just see here. 123, 33 were killed, not bad. That's actually not a bad ratio at all. And obviously our own personal forces, 5 only lost their lives, and 18 were wounded. Not bad at all, although we did lose some Hatamoto gunners, guards, and cavalry. So, quite costly, but we are still fine. We are still on the road to victory. So let's see. Can we take out some of these guys? Oh my. I actually have a bad feeling about this. Or maybe not. That's a good headshot. That is not a good shot, though. Okay, come on. Take that guy out. Yes. Now, maybe I'll be able to take one of these guys. Why is my archery skill so bad? What's going on? Wow, these are just absolute Neos, aren't they? They're Neos from Japan. Goodness me. Cannot believe it. Come on. Let's take these guys out. Ah, yes, the old-fashioned way. Do it with a sword. Because, obviously, my ineptitude today is absolutely paramount with our archery. Yes, don't want to rely on that, that's for sure. Especially seeing as we are definitely going to be having some issues with the castle fight. So let's see what we can do. Okay, come on. Let's do this. Don't get taken out. Oh my. Oh, this is not good. Okay, this is not good. Okay, wait. Wait. Can we do this? We can. Maybe. No. No. Oh my. No. Oh, thank you very much, Shimazu Gunner. You actually helped me there by buffering his attack. Oh, wow. That was masterful playing right there, Shimazu Gunner. Good work. That fellow is the hero of this particular siege, that is for sure. I do believe if I was there by myself, or if I was there with another melee unit, perhaps, then they would have run in and died already, and then I would be by myself. So that would be absolutely terrible, but there it is. Victory has been attained. And we are going to be taking absolutely everyone we can prisoner here. Because no doubt they are all going to be making their way to Kaizu Castle to have a last stand. And there it is. Excellent. Okay, so we have a pretty reasonable amount of space. Not too bad. 11 spaces here. And we can get some mounted officers here. I'd like to get some veteran Ronin as well. I know some people out in the comments don't really like the veteran Ronin, but I actually don't mind them too much. They are pretty reasonable. They always seem to do a lot of damage to me anyway, so maybe that's why I have a inflated opinion of them. And anyone else we can get here? We could get some mounted sergeants? Was that mounted sergeants? Mounted officers, yes, of course, mounted officers. Let's do that. More Shimazu units there, and we got some Takeda units too. There we have it. Very nice indeed. Now we can let our vassals take the rest of them, or at least I hope we can let our vassals take the rest. And then we will see what the situation is. Now, seeing as... Who was it again? Was it Lord Yoshio that was getting all those kills? I do believe it was, so we're going to give that to him. There we are. He was doing such a good job at the start with Kaguya by his side that I think it is worthwhile to reward him for doing such a great job. Now, let's just buy a little bit of food here. And now, we have it. Yes, we have it. And, whoa, okay, Goemon's army is now at 384. Obviously, he took all of the prisoners that we could not. and as a result he has an absolutely monumental army. So, without further ado, I am going to be ending this episode off here, and next time on Gekokujo, it will probably be the final episode. We will be taking Kaizu Castle, and then we will be scouring the land for any leftover vassals, probably these fellows over here, and then we will see if we have attained complete domination. I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.